1, 2, 3, 4.
Kosa pesa mkosa nyoso nyoso liza ho. African Youth Inventions. Creation, l'invention, perfection. Exigence, one condition, pass the tempo.
Good day. Welcome to African Youth Invention, the AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I'll be discussing about Microsoft PowerPoint 2019. This PowerPoint video courses composed of 6 videos. The last video has 2 parts, part A and part B. So watch all the video from video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, video 5, and the last 2 videos of video 6A and 6B, where you will be able to design this kind of video you're watching here. If you overwatch this 6 video daily, you can do anything in PowerPoint and also develop any video or any presentation that you want to use for business, for your school, for application, and for any place. What is a PowerPoint? A PowerPoint is a computer program that allowed you to create and show slides to support a presentation. It allowed you to combine text, graphic, and multimedia content and create a professional presentations. Currently, what I'm using here, it's a PowerPoint. I'm using it to present a class. You can also use a PowerPoint to develop or design a video or presentation or like a animation, a graphic. I create a watch here and then I create a video from here. So and then I can also create a CV on my presentation, or I can go present any business activity or school or lecturing. Those are the benefit of PowerPoint. So watch all the rest of the video and then you have a mind clue for this PowerPoint. To open a PowerPoint, you will look for the icon for PowerPoint on the desktop. If you don't see the icon on the desktop, so go to any search bar and then search for PowerPoint, select the PowerPoint and open. Once you open the PowerPoint, what you will view first, it's called a home. Now the home provides you with some template and then some recent document open. You can sign in on your OneDrive, you can find help here, and then secondly, what you view, it's a new. Now the new allowed you to open a new document. These are template and theme. A theme is a pre-design that you use in PowerPoint as a background. A template, it is a pre-design of a presentation document that you can use and modify to your own way. But in order for you to find one of these theme or template, you need to make sure your computer have a connection, and then all you need to do is to come here and tap the word of a particular template or theme you want and then search and find out. So I will tap business and press enter, and it will bring you more template that discussing about business. Like if I'm discussing about electricity, I will select here. Like you can see here, this is a template. It's already designed for me. These are called sliders. All I need to do is to go to each slider. Like from here, I can come mode change here. Electrical light. Like if I'm discussing about light, maybe I can say bulb light. Now that is a benefit for template. I'm gonna go back to what you call a file. What is a file? A file, it's a tab that takes you back to what you call a backstage. Can you see there's a symbol here? If I select this symbol, it's not taking me in the document. If I select the file, it's not taking me to the backstage. The follow-up of menu, it's open. And you can open any recent document that was saved on your computer. You can open any document from your driver. You can sign in on your OneDrive, and you can also open a document in your computer or from different places, like from OneDrive or from OneDrive for business. And also you can open a document from your computer. Like if I press browse here, I'll go open it. So mostly we start off a blank because you use a template. I'll press a blank. Now I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint presentation class to give you a clue about other software and also on which job position you can use the skill of PowerPoint. Now these are different software that also can use to design the presentation. So you can use a Prezi, Vion, Zoho, Google Slider, Keynote, Haiku Deck, Slide Doc, Customer Show, and Vism. and these are different job positions that you need skill of PowerPoint. Like if you want to become administrative assistant, a sales associate, a customer service representative, or executive assistant to a president or to other different type of leaders, and a cashier, officer assistant, a graphic designer, a teacher, officer manager, technician writer, a customer service. There's more other job. So if you want to work on this environment, or you're already working on this environment, you would need to make sure to have a skill for PowerPoint, or to have a skill of some of the other software to design a different presentation document. So like example, I'm gonna go online, tap Google slide show. Here a free online presentation use slider, and then it's gonna give you a slider. The same thing in Google Slideshow. You can choose a blank one, or you can choose different template. So depending on which job that you're working, and then you will need this skill of PowerPoint or on some of this program. Now from here, as I say, you can start a blank. When you start a blank, and the first thing you need to do is to make sure you go to File, and then you save it. That's the first thing. Now, and then you choose the area. Like I'm designing a video 1, so I know my video 1 is in this folder, so I give it a name, a class 1 and video 1. So I'll save it. Now what you view here, these are called tabs. A tabs, it's a menu that gives you different type of command that you use for you to design a nice presentation. The first one, it's a file tab that takes the backstage, and the home tab, the insert tab, the draw tab, design tab, transition, animation, slide tab, and review, view, add, help. What you view is called a quick access. And the quick access composed with command that you will use most of the time, like saving command. If I come inside here and I change anything here, I tap anything here, the first thing I can change the color. I can say if I want to go back, I will use a command undo, or I can go to save, I will use this save command. You can add more commands if you want. Yeah, if I go here, more command, I can come here, go to my commands, look for any command I want. I can say save and then add it, and then say okay. You see I got save as here. This is save this as. So if I come here, instead of going to file and then save as, now I have my save as on my quick access. You can also remove it down. I can say and say show command below the ribbon. You can see now it's under here, and then if I say show command on above, it's not here. Now this is called a ribbon. Now a ribbon, it's a group of command that is controlled by a tab. So it's going to hide your ribbon. If I press here, I can say auto hide a ribbon. If I want to modify here, and I don't have a tool, so I need to come here and select here, and then choose like a font. Go here, select here, and then say show the tabs. Now on the tab, but there's no ribbon because I've got no ribbons. I need to go to choose any color. Now in order for me to view this one, I need to go back to this place and also show tab and command. Now everything shows. You can also see the arrow here. If you press here, you can hide the commands, and if you open any tab and you go to the ribbon and then you select here, and then you remain there. And this is a share, you can go share. And what you view on the bottom here, a zoom. I can zoom in and zoom out. Hold this and drag. Select negative here, and positive, you can zoom, or you can just drag like this. Hold and drag. And this is called note. You can put a note, like if I put a note of what I'm writing here, I can say, okay, this slider 1, I can call it slider 1. So I put a note. I can also hide my note if I don't want them. I can put a comment. I can come here, put a comment. This comment, this is slide maybe slider 1. Maybe we will discuss about introduction. And that's a comment. And then this is the view. If I press here, this is my normal view. I can change my view to different view. This is my normal view. I got my slider here, and I got my designing part, my designing here. So if I come here, I can change the view to another type of view. You can see my slider become small, or I can bring to normal view. I can sort the slider. I can say, okay, this must become number 1. and this become number 2. You will see if I go to my normal view, this was number 1 but become number 3. So I can go to sort and say right, drag this and become this one. Maybe I make a mistake, then the positions. So I can go back to normal view, and this is a book view. I can view it as a book, like I got 2, my 2, and then moving like this. And this is a presentation view. Now, in order for you to create a slider, I'm gonna come here, select any slider here, right click and then delete it. There's no more slider. Now, this is the Home tab. On Home tab, you come here and press a slider. Now, you will see the slider here is a blank slider. I use a blank slider, but when I choose this, it's go to what you call a layout. Our layout gives you a place where you can enter information. Like here, if I come here, I can start tapping here. I can call this introduction. Now, when I set introduction, I can go format it. I put a bold, I make it bigger, and I change the size of my thing here. But whenever I go to slide a new, and then I'll set a blank one, there is no text box. So I need to go to insert, and then select text box, and then I come here, and then I drag here, and then I can start tapping inside here. Now that's if you're using, then I can call like this, maybe here, maybe chapter 1. Place. So from here, I can select here, highlight, and then increase from here. Under your Home tab, minimize from here, and then I can make it like this, increase and make it bigger. And from here, I can choose the background color on that box, and I choose like this, and I can change the color of my letter. I can choose like this. Highlight your letter, and then change the color to any color you want to change from here. You can go to more and then choose more color like this. It depends on what you do. From here you can choose different type. I can put start a sentence. You can see here the first one is calculator. Let me move the background. I will select here. I go to here and I put no color. I can choose a sentence, noun sentence, like let me say chapter 1, and I can go set enter. I can say talking about PowerPoint. Now I want to make them nice, so I can say here, when I choose here lowercase, they are lowercase. I can choose here, I can say uppercase, all of them are uppercase. I can change to girl case. Now to girl case, you can see they look nice, but mostly you will use a sentence because the first letter must be capital, last letter. But this one, because title, I can go here and make it uppercase, and then make it bold, make it underline, and make it maybe shape, and make it italic. It's up to you. When you select, you press once, it apply, you press for second to remove. So select like this here, like here, I'll come here, I'll right click, copy, I'll move down here, paste it, and then I'll remove this, I'll delete this. Now this has become a title, bigger. I can make it bigger. And if it doesn't fit, I'll right your clicker here and drag, fit. And if I want to move a line, I'll select, say, move underline. I can choose the different font here, what I want, and I can change the size from here, or I can change from here. Now, if I'm not happy for everything I did on this one here, and when I go to scratch, I'll select like here, I'm not happy, I'll select here, I'll come here, say clear, and it take me back in the beginning when I tap it. I select here, and make it like here, I right click here, and I make a PowerPoint, and I can just come change it. And then I'll go back to here, introduction, and I reset this to the beginning. And I can say, no, use this layout. I choose this layout. I can say Bob. I can go here. This is me online, and I'll go look for Mazda car. I'll tap Mazda. Now I'll select a Mazda car, insert a Mazda car, and I'll go to Mazda car, and then tap Mazda car. And if I want to come on this side here, maybe when I talk about the car, I'll call it maybe Toyota. And I'll look for Toyota car. Stuff here, I can delete it. Some text box, select it, delete it. Now that's a benefit. I can move it, put your mouse in the cursor there, and then drag it slow like this. The last one is a section. If I want to discuss about Mazda here, come and tap here, then select here. You can get right click and then say add a section, or just come here, select here, add a section and then give it a name. I can say cars. I can choose a blank one and I'll put a new text box and I'll say, now if I put like this, I can put in the center, I can put in the left, I can put in the right. Cars, models, and I'll come here, new, maybe something like this. I highlight and I choose a bullet or day stuff, and the same thing, you can choose numbers like this, ABC. It's up to you which one that you think is nice. Like here, I have two boxes here. I can do like this. I will select this, copy, paste here, move it, and when I highlight here, I can move this in that side, I can move back this. Say okay, I want this to be in the center. I'll enter this one here. I say move a little bit in, and then I can come here, put something else, maybe low, and then I'll highlight this line. I say you move in, so you can create a funny thing. It depends on what you're doing. So that's thing. And then the last one on this one here, it's called a line, so you can make a gap between the line. So if you go to line spacing, you can minimize your before and after everything. And then this, I can change direction of my car. Like here, I can come here, select here, and delete, select here, and then I change the position of my. So I can increase the in. So I change it like this, so I can make a very funny thing like this. If I highlight, I can face them on top. You know, depending on what you're doing, design, you do it. When it comes to animation, you understand it. I can convert this to smart chart, which we'll discuss this on the other video. Go to insert. So that's what you can do. And then on the section, you see I did create this a car section. I can come here and then I say add, remove all section, or I can add another section. Now the second section, I'll call it maybe like courses. Maybe courses about courses 1, the name. I'll add here, and I'll come here, and then I'll come select area. Like here, I press enter, and then it's gonna give me paste. Or I can come here, select like this, and I say copy, and I'll go to another places. Like here, I can drag it. Or maybe to here, and then here I come back here, and then I say paste it. I use right click copy, or you can use this one here. This is a shape, so when you come here, I can make a nice background, which we'll discuss more on the next video. Like here, so I'll select here and make a nice view. I'll select this one and I give me a new layout, and then I will send it back. Send back, and now this one here, now look here, I can go to choose a nice background color like this, and then I can come change this, slide on, and then I'm gonna go back to change the color to yellow, and then have a nice color like on this one here. I can go to the shape. There's a lot of shape you can do, which we'll discuss much in the coming video. I will do the same thing here, and then I'm gonna go to format and send it back. Send back again, send back, send back, send back. I can transform this also to shape, go to format, which we'll discuss much in the coming video. And select this, go to your home, put it in the center, and put it, change the font, and put it maybe bigger, put it yellow. And the same thing, you can do the same thing here. I can go back to this one, format, and then choose different border view. And that's what you can do. You can also modify, so you start making it look nice. And my shape in on the bottom does it look nice. I will change them to black. I'll go to shape here, so I will change them to yellow. I'll change the yellow. So what you do, you can use and develop something nice and become nice. Now that's part of the home, and the last part, this is the home. So everything here, it's about designing, but we'll discuss more about it on the coming video. And then lastly, if I want to say font, let's say I make a mistake, I can use a font. I can have duplicate this one here, duplicate, And then if you select anything here, say duplicate, you duplicate everything now here. So from here I can say font chapter because I'm making a mistake maybe here. Sharp, I know what sharp, and I say font, and then you found it, and I will say replace. That's the replace from here. You can come here, and I say replace to a proper word chapter 1. And then if I say find next, now go next. If I say replace, then replace only this one. But if I say replace all everywhere there's a mistake, it will replace them. And you see, it replaces was sharpened and now sharp it. And that's select. I can just select like area, or you can select a pan. That is called a selection pan, where you can view slider different plot. We discuss more this on animation. I'm gonna start a new document to discuss about the file tab. What can you do file tab? The first thing, as discussed at the beginning, you must first go to save your document and then follow up save as. You can save as different format. So the same thing you can save on your OneDrive on this piece. I can look for my document, and then save is give you different format. I can save it as a PDF file. Document, you can save as a PowerPoint, like an image, everything. Now that's a benefit for save as. Save as Adobe. It will save automatically as a PDF file. And print, you can print. I want to go first, create more slide. New slide. Print here. Copy mean it's only going to print one copy for each printing. And then here you choose the printer. Where is your printer? And then you finish. And from here you will choose. I want to print all the sliders, like I've got 4 sliders. You can print one slider in one page, like here. Now show me, I got 4 sliders and then I got 4 pages. Press the arrow here, 1, 2, page 4. Now, but if I go back here, you will see if I say now press 2 sliders in one page. So I have 4 sliders, I only have 2 pages. Now I have only 2 pages. 2, 1 page, 2, 1, 2. 2 page. So if I come here, I can choose slider 6, which are only 4 sliders, so I can add more slider. I can say no, page print on 4 slider in one page, so only 1 page. So you can save page, but the only problem, it's gonna minimize the size of your slider. So that's the one thing you must understand. But if you put in one page, you're gonna make a big slider. Mostly the 2 per page, that's the best printing. It's gonna have a good image compared to 4 and 6. And from here you can collapse your pages, and here you can choose portrait or landscape page. Here you can choose a color. I want to print a grayscale or pure black and white, or you want to print a color. And from here it print 1, and I put a comma, and 3, comma, and 4. When I print, it's going to jump slider 2. So I'm not only when I have slider 1, 3, and 4. So if I say no, print slider 1 to 3, that is from 1 to 3. But if I put a comma, only 1 and 4. And if I just leave like this, and I print all. And the same thing if I choose 2 per slide. If I just want to print one page, I'll put here, it's 1 page. So only 1 page will print. And then after you do your searching, then you come here, then you print. That's a print. Share, you can share your PowerPoint online. Like if you want to share for people, I'll come here, share with people like different computer, or via email, or send as adopt via email, or presentation online. When you select sign and then sign in on mostly on Skype, close and close everything. The info it's where you want to make sure your PowerPoint to be protected. I can come here, I can say always open read only. So if I set this one here, I will allow people to open my PowerPoint, but they can only read, they can't modify it. And then encrypt password. If I go to encrypt password, I will tap maybe Bob here, and I say OK, and I will confirm again here. I will tap Bob here. So whenever I close this PowerPoint, if you open it, you need to put a password, and then restart access. It will grant people access with removing their ability, but not to copy and print. You can put a signature in your document marked as a funnel. You can, when you finish, choose. So now you can inspect your document, and then the other one you can check accessibility, inspect your document if there's a mistake, and always make sure to check compatibility. So check if they have a compatibility to work with any other computer. And then here you can manage, let's say you make a mistake and you can recover any document. And last 3 here, it's account. Account, what it does, I can change my account like to dark gray. And my background is all dark gray. I can go back account, and then I can go to black. It's come to black, and I can go back to account, and I can also go to white background. Everything is white. Mostly you must link it on cloud form. And then here you can see if your office is updated, which Microsoft professionally on those, like some of the tools, this is a more advanced, but the basic, the instruction is the same. So if you want to update that program, you come here and update, but you must have a license and update about PowerPoint and then get the latest one. Feedback, it's where you say, if I press here, feedback, and send a comment. First thing you do, get the image for a shortcut, for screen, for what you think the Microsoft Corporation did that benefit you. You can say, oh, I'm happy for everything you did here, and then you include and then say submit. And then you go back to feedback, you can send a complaint, the same thing, select here, and then you get the image, a shortcut, and a complaint, and say, okay, I'm not happy for this too, please improve it, and then submit. And lastly here, on the feedback, you can send suggestions. So you can press it and take you online, and then you write a suggestion to the Microsoft Corporations. And then options, it's mostly when you do the searching for your computer, like proofing and save language. You can change language of your computer, easy access, advanced, customer ribbon, everything which we do on the last video. Please do not forget to subscribe to African Youth Invention to keep yourself updating about the coming video. As well, you can leave a comment about the video.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kosa pesa mkosa nyoso liza ho. African Youth Invention. Creation, invention, perfection. Exigence, one condition, pass it. Invention. Creation, invention, perfection. Exigence, one condition, pass it.